Hey, Tanya,
What's up, John?
I tell you what's up. You get in trouble with the law. Can you still go on a cruise?
Stay tuned and we'll tell you.
Okay, so you get in trouble with the law. You have a criminal record, misdemeanor, felony, and the question is, can you go on a cruise? Yes and no. So it's not a black and white definitive answer. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Okay, so number one is this. We're assuming the person has the criminal record with the United States and an citizen in the United States. So that's number one, what we're going to determine. Number two, can the person legally obtain a passport? So once we get that solidified, we can move on to the next thing. All right, so first thing is first. Check with the cruise lines, okay? Each cruise line, believe it or not, that piece of paper that looks that big in lettering, it is defined in that print if you can go on a cruise with certain criminal background charges. I guess that's the best way to put it. If you're not sure, call the cruise line and they can lay it out for you. Or call your travel agent and say, hey, listen, I have this misdemeanor, felony. Can I go on this cruise? And if they don't know, call the U.S. Embassy in each country you're going to. And they would tell you if you're allowed in that country or not. That's the next step you got to take. You don't want to go on a cruise. Find out that, hey, I can be in big trouble.
Yeah.
And, another thing too is find out if someone in your party got in trouble with the law, because you all 4, 5, 6 of you could be held in that country just because that one person. So find out what's going on. All right, so I know this. I don't have a DUI, but I do know this. We live close to Canada. If you have a DUI, you can't go into Canada.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no way. All right. So some DUIs are just misdemeanors. Well, hello, Charlie, today.
Charlie today.
Hi, Charlie. You being a good boy. Yes, you are. Okay, back to the video. So some...
You want to go down? Go ahead.
Okay, Charlie. So some DUIs are just misdemeanors, while some are felonies. Again, Canada, no way. You can't do it. All right. Another thing too is all depends on the severity of the crime. Like I said, you might have a misdemeanor for loitering or other offenses, but you might have a felony for drug trafficking or arson. I don't think you're going to be going on a cruise outside the United States. So let's see what's up with that. All right. So if you have a charge against you, and if it had been for a while, 10 years or more, it is easier to get into Canada, United Kingdom, and Australia. So don't give up hope if you do have a criminal record, okay? Let's say you do have a crime, you got charged, sentenced, did your time, or just paid your fine. And they say, okay, how can I put this? You call up the embassies, you call up the cruise lines, you look at the fine print, and you can't go out of the United States on a cruise. There's still hope, okay? You can take, it's called a closed loop cruise. That means the cruise stays in the United States, doesn't leave the United States, and it comes back to the United States. So that's another way you can cruise. With the Passenger Vessel Service Act, okay, that means if a cruise leaves out of the United States, for instance, we took a cruise last year to Alaska, left out of Seattle, but with the Passenger Vessel Service Act, has to stop in another country. which was
Canada.
Canada,
Yeah.
and it was only for 4 hours.
Victoria.
Yep, Victoria, Canada, for 4 hours. That gives the right to have, because that vessel was not registered in the United States. So
Yeah.
that's the way they can do it. All
I
right.
didn't care for Victoria either.
No.
Not really.
So there's other ways, okay, instead of going on to big cruise lines, there's also river cruises you can go on because they stay in the United States. We've seen one, what we like, maybe going from New Orleans up to Memphis, Tennessee. There's also the Snake River in Colorado you can do. I mean, there's tons in the Pacific Northwest. There's Snake River, Columbia River in the Pacific Northwest. So there's other ways you can cruise without leaving the United States.
Let me just put something in there because
Yeah,
when I
go
said
ahead.
I didn't care for Victoria,
Yeah.
it's not that I don't care for Victoria. The port where we went in the short time we were there, it wasn't enough to see everything, or just the port itself. It wasn't as exciting as some of the other ports. I wanted to rephrase that so I don't get attacked by people from Victoria because it's not the whole Victoria.
All right, so Carnival Cruise Line, I'm going to read this so I don't get it messed up. You must do your homework if you plan on cruising with a criminal record. Depending on the cruise line, you may have a page of declaration decorated to the topic, okay, like Carnival Cruise Line does. However, many cruise lines don't have public page with this information. Carnival Cruise Line, they do have a public page to this information, okay? So, they're saying is this: if you got a certain crime, we're not going to let you come on the ship. Our main concern is the safety of our passengers. That's including other guests from other guests. I know it's profiling, but safety to the other passengers. Okay. Disney Cruise Line states terms and conditions for residents of the United States clearly announce Disney Cruise Line reserves the right to refuse passenger to guests with criminal backgrounds. This state is directly sent from the main contact on a cruise booking when the booking is confirmed and email is sent. I think that explains pretty much.
Yeah, but it sounds like a lot like each case, it depends. So definitely talk to somebody.
Okay, next question is this. If you have a criminal record, should you tell the cruise line? Absolutely yes. They're not there to judge you. They're there to help you. If you put it out front with them, they might say, hey, listen, that's just a misdemeanor. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Or they say, listen, we don't know about this. Here's some numbers you can call.
Yeah, be honest up front
Yes.
and ask them. You know, when you're
Absolutely.
hiding something, it makes you look more guilty.
And if you don't tell the cruise line, if you try to hide it and red flags come up, you might be spending some time in that country, kind of like that gentleman. He had,
And you will be banned from future cruises if they catch you in a lie.
right, kind of like that gentleman. He accidentally had ammo in his bag.
Yeah, and that was not intentional.
No, it was not intentional. And he was in Grand Turk, and Grand Turk has a law that you cannot have ammo.
Didn't he had gone hunting prior to the trip and never took it out of his suitcase?
It was
and it
right.
was still in the suitcase. But
So the last thing I'm going to leave you with is this: know your rights. Make sure you get the right information. Make sure you're upfront with the cruise line. If you're not sure, call the embassy. The United States Embassy. They're in every country to find out if you're allowed into that country with that criminal record. So be upfront, be safe, have a fun time on the cruise. Worst thing you can do is go on a cruise and you got a criminal record, because they will do background investigations. When you do virtual eye, face recognition, that does a background check quickly. So they'll know. So just be safe. And here's another thing: if you have travel
be
insurance,
safe. Be honest.
okay, there
be
we go.
safe.
Oh.
Well, be safe too. But
Yeah, but you're right. Be honest. Here's another thing: if you have travel insurance and you think, hey, I'm going to get travel insurance because I'm going to get flagged or I might get caught, guess what? It's null and void. Travel insurance won't cover if you have a criminal record and if you're not upfront and honest with them. So don't think you're going to get travel insurance. And, well, I'm going to get a refund. No, 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 no. So that's, So I know that wasn't an upbeat article, what we gave you today, but I think it was
There
a
might be
very,
some helpful information for those that,
I think it was a very important information because anywhere from a small little misdemeanor to a major felony, you just don't know. Get it checked out. And if you get it checked out, then you're good to go.
and it's for the safety of everyone. It's not, you know what I mean, to
Right.
do this.
Something when you was young and dumb and you're 19 and you might want to take down a sign and all of a sudden you find yourself with a class 3 misdemeanor and a $38 fine and $100 to the judge, and if you don't get it by 3 p.m. that day, you might go to the county jail for 19 days. So yeah, it might
When I
happen.
was young.
When you're young and dumb, you do stupid stuff. But thank God, that's gone from now, and
Never again.
never again. That's it. Never
Learn
again.
your lesson, people.
That's
Learn your
it.
lesson.
That's
Life's
it.
too short.
That's right. So on that note, we want to bring that information. Hopefully that helped out with anyone who might have a small little misdemeanor to a major felony. Happy cruising. Love you all. See you on the next video
If
side.
you have any questions, comment below and we'll try to get the answers for you if we can. Nothing that relates to personal information.
Right.
Please definitely contact who he mentioned and get that information from them.
And if you don't know, always call the U.S. Embassy in that country what you're going to travel to. They'll have all the answers for you.
And if you like our content, don't forget, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, doesn't cost you a dime, and share our channel and comment below any questions or share information maybe we didn't add to this that you'd like to add, or maybe you have that background and you've had to go through something. By all means, comment below, and you don't have to give your personal information, or just help us out to help our viewers out if they need questions answered as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Definitely.
it.
Definitely. So on that note, love you all again. Have a good evening. Go USA in the Olympics, and we'll see you on the next video side.
Take care, all. Bye bye.